And so the fifth point, Iyer compares punctuation marks with the notation in the music sheet. The music sheet, the signs, the stop. When you go through it, you will see where to stop, where to have the high pitch, where the low pitch, and so on. And Iyer compares punctuation marks with the notation in the music sheet. Actually, punctuation refines all the literature by communicating the writer's mind to the reader. And so, whatever is there in the writer's mind, it is conveyed to the reader by the proper use of punctuation marks. Punctuation is the notation in the sheet music of our words, telling us when to rest or when to raise our voices. And so, in the musical sheet, you are getting an idea where to stop, where to have the high pitch or the low pitch. Similarly, in the sheet music of our words, everything is clear. Where you should stop, where you should pause, where to raise the voice. And so by proper punctuation, the full meaning that is intended by the writer is conveyed to the reader. That is the fifth point. I repeat, Iyer compares punctuation marks with the notation in the music sheet. And punctuation gives us the human voice and all the meanings that lie between the words. We used to say that you have to read lines, you have to read between the lines to get the full meaning of a text. Similarly, if only proper punctuation marks are given in a sentence, then only the full meaning will be revealed to the reader. The proper punctuations are very much important to get the meaning clear to the reader. One or two small examples from the text I wish to mention here. You aren't young, comma, are you? Then question mark. You got it? It's there in the text. We will see that. You aren't young, comma, are you? Question mark. And see that question mark is very, very important. And take the sentence, you aren't young, are you? Put a full stop. You won't get the meaning in full. The reader won't understand the meaning that is intended. And Pico Iyer says that the question mark, drop the question mark, and the innocence will be lost. And then another very common example. See, a parent will be telling the child, don't do that. Don't apostrophe T, D-O-N apostrophe T. Don't do that. That apostrophe is very, very important. Then rewrite the sentence. Do not do that. Do not do that is a mild comment. If you are telling the child very mild, do not do that, the child won't be, he won't give much seriousness to that. But don't do that. Don't do that. Every child knows the menace of a dropped apostrophe, isn't it? Don't do it. Don't send. Don't go out. That apostrophe is very important. It sounds the order, it's an order. Understood? And so that is the importance of punctuation. By using the proper punctuation, the reader is getting the full meaning, or punctuation gives human voice to the sentence. What the writer exactly feels, the same feel the reader also will be getting when proper punctuations are used. And then the last point that comes in the last part of the essay, a summing up. Punctuation is a labor of love. Punctuation cares for words and helps to identify what the words imply. What's the last point? See, punctuation is like a lover showing great consideration for his beloved. The lover will be trying to keep the beloved happy, comfortable always. And such a caring is shown by punctuations towards the sentence. And so that is the last point. Punctuation is a labor of love. Punctuation cares for words. Punctuation loves words. Punctuation cares for words like a lover caring for the beloved and helps to identify what the words imply. And so that is the summing up. And now please open the text, dear students. Please open the text and take lesson number 8. I will not read the entire text, but to make the ideas clear once again, I will go through the important sentences. See, the first point, comma compared to gods, that is given here. The gods, they say, give breath and they take it away. But the same could be said, could it not, of the humble comma, added to the present clause, and of a sudden the mind is quite literally given pause to think. Take it out if you wish or forget it, and the mind is deprived of a resting place. Yet still the comma gets no respect. The last line of the same paragraph. Yet what is so often used and so rarely recalled as the comma, unless it be breath itself. And so Pico Iyer has great appreciation for punctuation marks. And he says that punctuations are an inevitable part of the written communication. Take the case of a simple comma. Even that comma is very important. This comma can give breath and take away the breath. Giver and taker of breath. And so punctuation marks are compared to gods. Understood? That is the first point in the first paragraph. Punctuation mark here, he refers to comma. You know, there are many punctuation marks. I told you a period means the full stop. Then the comma, semicolon, colon, exclamation mark, ellipsis, parenthetical clause, then inverted commas, single inverted commas, double inverted commas, then square brackets, round brackets. Isn't it? All these are punctuation marks. All these are the punctuation marks used in English language. And so now he considers the most simple among the punctuations. Comma, very small, very simple. And he says that a comma is very humble. People won't view comma with much respect, but the comma is doing a lot of service to the sentence. And then Pico Iyer compares a comma to gods. And both of them are the giver and taker of breath. And finally, in the last line, he says that comma is breath itself. You know the importance of breath, because without breath we cannot exist. Similarly, without a comma, a sentence has no existence. Clear? And then moving on to the second paragraph. See, at home you have to read the text several times. Then you will understand the whole meaning. Then Punctuation, one is taught, has a point to keep up law and order. Punctuation marks are the road signs placed along the highway of our communication to control speeds, provide directions, and prevent head-on collisions. A period, full stop, has the unblinking finality of a red light. Comma is a flashing yellow light that asks us to slow down. Semicolon is a stop sign that tells us to ease gradually to a halt before gradually starting up again. See, the second point you remember, Pico Iyer comparing punctuation marks to road signs. And he says that punctuation marks are the road signs placed on the highway of our communication. It is essential to control speed, to provide directions and to prevent head-on collision. And then he compares these punctuations to traffic lights. A red light, a period, a full stop. The same function is done by the full stop, stop. And the red light also gives the indication stop. Then you have the comma. It is, what is that actually according to the road sign? It is the flashing yellow sign, yellow light, which tells you to slow down. When the driver of a vehicle see the yellow light, he slows down. And then semicolon, gradually coming to a halt. That is the indication. And so, you know that for a safe journey, traffic signals, traffic lights are very important. Similarly, in a written sentence to convey the meaning fully, all these punctuation marks are essential.